How's it going, viewers? Super Sam 6i7 here. It's been a little while since I have talked to you from this world. This is my Sam's Guide to Minecraft world, as you can probably tell by the title of the video. But the thing is that this area looks very different, and the reason is that there was actually a big, like, 9-block tall hill here, and I have literally cleared out the entire hill. All that's really left of it is what is over here. And so in case you're wondering of where the series has been and everything, that's why. As you can imagine, it's taken a little while to actually clear all this out and smooth out the edges and everything. And I'm really sorry about that, by the way. But I have to say that it has turned out very nicely. But actually, you know what, before I actually continue with the video, though, actually, no, I want to check my statistics so you can see how long I've been doing things and things like that. So you can see games quit 32, minutes played 10 hours, and this is only episode 2. 10 hours on this world. This is just the start of episode 2. Yeah, so you can see I've done a lot off camera to make this video happen. So I'm sorry that it's taken such a long time, but probably about 9 of those hours was just preparing for this episode. Actually, probably about maybe more like 8.5, but yeah. So as you can imagine, it's taken a long time. Done a whole lot of things. Got this wheat farm going. I trapped a couple of sheep in here, and then I just bred them. And then I've got a cow in here that I think the cow just accidentally fell in, to be honest. I have some trees growing, and then, oh yeah, and the world border expanded enough that I found a flower forest about over there or so, and I got these. So I'm using those for infinite dye now. Going down here into my little cave. I haven't left this place yet because I haven't built an actual home yet. I think I'm going to do that in the next episode. I have all of this wood, which I'm going to be using up, I think, almost all of this in this episode, if not all, at least half. I got my stone in here. So you can see I got a whole bunch of cobblestone, which is good. I could always use some cobblestone. It's kind of like my junk chest right now. I haven't really gotten any organization going in here, but as you can see, I got a lot of iron. I got almost 3 stacks of iron, and for the little amount of mining that I've done, which I mean, like I said, like 8.5 of those hours, I would say only about an hour and a half of those were actually dedicated to mining. So that being said, I actually got a good amount, which I'm happy about. I got a little bit of redstone. I wanted some more, but I got some lapis, which is pretty good for enchanting later on. I haven't found any diamonds yet, though, which is kind of unsettling. I got a ton of dirt. Like I said, it was like 9 blocks deep, and so I have more dirt than I know what to do with. So yeah, I don't really know what I'm going to be doing with that. And actually, there's something that I think I'm going to do at the end of the video, where down here I found a spawner, and I didn't purge it of its goodness yet because I wanted to wait for on camera so I can do it with everyone else. But I think today we will get to this. I don't know if I mentioned this in my last one because I haven't actually watched back my last video yet. But the build that I'm going to be doing here at Spawn is themed by the popular TV show The 100, which it's one of my favorite current TV shows that's on right now. It's in between season 2 and season 3 at the moment. If you haven't watched the show, you really should. It's basically all like post-apocalyptic and everything, and it is really fascinating. And let me see who that text was. Oh, that was actually from Fossil. I'll answer that in a minute. But but yeah, and so basically they have like this ground base in the first season that I'm going to be trying my best to make, and I think that I am going to make the wall today. Like they basically have like this big like wooden wall that surrounds their little fort that I think I'm going to be making today. And I think I'm just going to jump ahead so don't waste any time and make like the actual shape of it. And I'll get back to you guys with what I'm going to be doing after then. Okay, so I got all of the shaping done here. So you can see where there once was a big cobblestone ring is now all dark oak, with the exception of this bit here, which will actually be redstone, so I can have a nice redstone door here once I, get enough redstone. So I think I'm going to do that at a later time. But now I have to, whoops, pick that back up. Okay. Now I actually have to do the height of it. And I think the lowest point is going to be 3 blocks. And I'm just going to build it up probably to the highest point being 5 or 6 blocks. I think I should just keep it at 5. And then I'm going to top it with some spruce wood from that tree over there, which by the way was planted by me before the series even started. And I'm going to top it with the slabs. And I think that would be it for what I'm going to do today for the wall. And I think I'm going to do all the redstone bits, probably not on the next one, but maybe the one afterwards. But yeah, so I'm going to work on the height a little bit, and I will get right back. Okay, this is the finished product, mostly. I think it looks pretty good. The only thing, the reason why I said mostly, is because this isn't fully done yet, because I haven't put any of the redstone inside. So I decided to just kind of overcompensate for the amount of redstone, which is why it's such a big area. It's probably going to take up about half the space, but once I put all the redstone in and everything, I'm going to kind of smooth this out a little bit and kind of make it look more flush with the rest of it. So yeah, so it'll look a lot better. It's just that I wanted to put all the redstone in before I do all the finishing details, so I know exactly what kind of space I'm working with. But otherwise, yeah, the main project that I wanted to do for today is done, and I'm very, very happy about that. Yeah, I think we might work on the door, maybe, no, I don't think we're going to do it next episode, maybe the episode after that. I don't know, it kind of depends on when I have enough redstone. But there was something else that I wanted to do, and that was explore that spawner that I found. I'm pretty sure it's a zombie spawner, because I got swarmed by zombies each time I went into it. Actually, I'm going to put all my stuff away. But I have not fully explored it yet, because I wanted to do that on camera. So that'll be fun. And I think while I head down there, it's not too far a walk, but it's just a little bit. Here, I'll put this away. Okay. I'll talk to you guys a little bit. So the main reason why I haven't been posting a whole lot lately is because I ran into a bunch of computer problems, especially after Comic-Con. To be honest, I'm actually kind of lucky that I was able to get all my Comic-Con stuff uploaded, as well as an Ant-Man video. And really what happened was kind of before, actually I want to collect some of this coal while it's here. Kind of like before, I was having a few issues with connection problems and things like that, and I was able to fix it. But then I got home from Comic-Con, and the worst thing happened. And that worst thing was, actually, hold on, check something. Okay, just making sure. I wasn't seeing any mobs, so I was like, is it switched off or normal mode? No, but it's switched off. It's switched on to normal, so I guess for whatever reason, it's just not spawning right now. But anyway, so yeah, so basically, I would turn on my laptop, and I'm working off a laptop, but I would turn on my laptop, and I actually counted. It would take 60 to 120 seconds, and then just fully shut off. And yeah, that really sucks. I wasn't able to actually do anything, which was terrible. And I spent like a week just researching different ways to try to solve it. Okay, here's some zombies. Yeah, there's the spawner right there. Here, I'll give you guys a back look. Yep. But yeah, and I just couldn't do anything about it. And then I took it to a couple experts and everything. They gave me a few opinions and suggestions. Nothing really worked. And I had theorized from the beginning, I think it's my battery, because, you know, I've had a really bad battery the past few years, actually. Like, the battery life itself is only about 15 minutes, so I always just keep it plugged in, otherwise it's just going to go dead. And so I just theorized, I think I just have a bad battery, and no one believed me. They always thought it was either like a software problem or something that was actually lodged in the hard drive or whatever. And so I just decided to take matters in my own hands, kind of. And I tried a few different things, particularly actually like shutting off the auxiliary power and everything, and then I actually got it to work. And I realized that my computer's working perfectly, but the battery's not in. Like, the computer's plugged in and has power, but the battery's not in. And so I thought, okay, I'll just plug in the battery now. Plug in the battery, and guess what happens? It shuts off. So then I realized that my theory was right. It is definitely a battery problem. So I just have to order myself some battery. Which right now I actually don't have the battery plugged in. So yeah, that's really all I have to do. And I shouldn't really be having a lot of other computer problems for this foreseeable future, but anything can really happen. So I'm just happy that I was able to fix this problem. But yeah, so that's really what I've been up to. Okay, there are a lot of zombies in here. Okay, yeah. I'm going to not destroy this because I want to farm this later on. But yeah, okay, let's see. Oh, and in case anyone's wondering, I'm actually not running on the latest snapshot, which as of recording this video I believe is 15W31C, although I could be wrong. The reason why I'm not is mainly is because it's still pretty buggy, which I understand because it's just a snapshot, but it was a little too buggy for my taste with a lot of the new features and everything, even though that 15W31C I believe fixed most of the errors that are happening, especially with like arrows and things like that, but it's still pretty buggy. Let's see. Okay, redstone name tag, that's really good. Okay, I'm happy I have a name tag. Iron, okay, bucket, whatever, string, okay, I'm happy I have a name tag, that's really good. And there's no other chests, kind of sucks. But hey, now I have a zombie spawner that I can use, which I will probably be turning into a farm in a little bit. It's probably going to be a little while, but yeah. Anyway, so 15W31C, I really do like it. It's just full of bugs. and also like, I didn't want anything to happen to. Is that? I guess I have a pickaxe. I didn't want anything to happen to corrupt this world, so I just decided I'll stick with the main releases. So I'm on version 1.8.8, and I'll play 1.9 once the official release comes out, because at that point it should be pretty secure and everything, and most likely a lot less buggy. So yeah, I mean, I love a lot of the features. Dual wielding is pretty good. I have to say, I like what they did with it. I would have changed it a little bit in a few different ways, but otherwise I think they did a really good job with it. Okay, I want to get down there. And yeah, so I'm pretty pleased with it, to be honest. But the thing is that I can't find a ton of uses for it. I mean, really, like, the best thing that I think to use for it would be mining, which when 1.9 does come out, I think that's really the only thing that I'm going to be using it for. And it's just because, as of right now, I can't really find an excuse to use it other than for mining. Like, to hold a torch in one hand and to hold like a pickaxe in the other hand. That just, yeah. But once I can find another way to use it, then I will. But yeah, that's really my thought about it. But beyond that, though, I have to say, I think my favorite parts of it are actually the two new potion effects, or I guess not potion effects, the status effects. Levitation, glowing. Levitation is what you get from the shulkers, like their projectiles, and glowing is what you get from the what's it called? The spectral arrows. And I have to say, there's a lot of different uses for map makers for that. The first thing that comes to mind is gravity manipulation with levitation. So I have to say that is definitely a really, really cool feature that I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with going forward. So I really, really love that aspect. Oh, gold over there. Okay, I have to get that. Yeah, I really love that. I like the shulkers. I think that's a kind of a fresh idea. It's different, which I like. I like what they did at the end, and the Ender Dragon. I understand that he or she is weaker now, but I'm pretty sure that is just a temporary thing. I have a feeling they didn't mean to do that. So, oh, it's only one piece. So I'm pretty sure that they're going to fix that in the future, and I'll be waiting for that, and I want them to establish a really good way to respawn the Ender Dragon, because the temporary way that there is right now kind of sucks. But there's just picky things. But yeah, I guess that's really all I have to say about it. But I'm glad that I did all the things that I did in this episode. It's been long awaited, and rest assured, there's probably not going to be as many breaks, well, as long as breaks in between episodes as this one. It's just that it required a ton of off-camera work. So yeah, I hope you didn't mind. If you did, I'm really sorry. But yeah, you don't expect that moving forward. I mean, if there are breaks, it's probably not going to be for as long, especially because I had computer problems in between. So I didn't really have a lot of time to work anyway. But yeah, this is definitely an awesome series. I have a lot of ideas for. I know that I said last episode I would explain the name, But I think I'm running out of time for this episode, so I'll just explain it the next one. I'm sorry. But that'll just be another reason to look forward to waiting for the next episode. Yes, I hope that everyone has enjoyed this. It's definitely a long-awaited episode, but it's about time to end it. So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you liked this video, feel free to leave a like. If you liked me, feel free to subscribe. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.